Hi, YouTube. Hi, Facebook. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Don't mind my kitchen. Probably can't see the sink, but it needs some dishes from yesterday. I'm not feeling the best the last 2 days. Oh, wait. Sunday night and last night. Crazy. My stomach feels kind of. But I'm going to continue to do this anyways. Okay? So, I meant to do it yesterday, but everything wasn't prepared, and I was going to cook Friday, but I didn't get to the store in time, so a lot of stuff. Okay? All right. So it's Easy Breezy BBQ pulled pork. Okay? It's from the new cookbook. Of course, it's good. If you know her, she's creator of at Applesauce and ADHD. Okay, that's the name of her page. At Applesauce and ADHD. But they call her the aggressive tutorial mama, if you know her. Okay? That's her. She's got some good recipes in here. I think I've made one already in here. Did I make one in here already? I think I might have. You guys. Now, I'm not going to say it's 100%. I love every single one of these. Because there are a few that I probably won't make, like... There was one called, I forgot. The one I was supposed to make Friday was supposed to be the orange chicken. It's going to get made. I'm just going to pick another day, okay? The one I'm making today, let's see. When it's a cookbook, I always write the name of the cookbook and the page next to it. 43 and 44, okay? 43. So if I didn't say good morning. How are you guys doing? How's your day going? On page, well, no, let's go back here. Pork butt battle. One roast, 3 ways. It's called pork butt battle. Okay, that's the pork butt. Okay, this is the pork butt. Okay, that's the pork butt. Oh, that's the pork butt. Pork butt battle. One roast, 3 ways. Okay, I keep forgetting you guys are on the opposite side because this side is where the crock pot goes when I make a crock pot. If not, then y'all are over here when I'm cooking. Okay? Okay, so this is the pork roast and how to make it. And then there'll be 3 different recipes, 3 pages after on 3 different ways to do it. Okay? So we're going to follow this, the pork butt battle, 1 roast, 3 ways. Then the second page will be the Easy Breezy. Okay? Now, in the Easy Breezy, if you would like to use jar barbecue sauce, any kind you want, go right ahead. But I'm going to go ahead and decided to follow all these ingredients right here to make my own barbecue sauce, which will be ketchup, vinegar, light or dark brown sugar, honey, Worcestershire sauce, Dijon mustard, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, salt and freshly ground black pepper, cayenne pepper, that's optional if you don't like the spiciness, and the basic butt. Okay? Basic butt. There we go, the basic butt. There we go. Okay, basic butt. Okay? That's the basic butt. It is about, I got this from my grocery store, HEB. I could not find it at Walmart. Which it don't matter anyways because we had a mishap in Walmart, so we weren't able to buy the food, so it doesn't matter. But we were able to go to HEB and get what we needed, okay? So this is 4.30 pound roast, and it's $2.29 a pound. So basically, all we really need is enough for me and my husband and my son. My son, he works from 11 to 2 today, so he'll be home later. But yeah, I got to go out later when he comes home. I got to get a few. There's a couple things I got to get from Walmart that I couldn't get from my HEB store. And then there's a list I have. I'll go between 4 to 7, somewhere between 4 and 7 items I gotta get at Sam's. Yeah, so while I'm at Walmart, I gotta add one more item. I gotta put that I didn't put there. I only put what I got left to get at Walmart. I gotta get chicken helper because I was gonna get it the first time when I was at Walmart, but since we couldn't get all the groceries we had in the cart at the end, and HEB didn't have chicken helper. They sometimes do, but they didn't this time. So I want to get a box of chicken helper because I have some chicken in there. So I want to get 2 boxes of chicken helper. I need some ginger paste. HEB had ginger paste, but they had it in a jar. I wanted the tube because that's what I found at Walmart the time before. That was perfect. Then I got to get some shredded lettuce, tomato. I'm just going to get 1 tomato. My son doesn't like avocado. 1 avocado just for me. My husband doesn't like avocado. Neither does my son. And that's going to be for a certain recipe. Okay? But, you know, tomato, lettuce, avocado, any of those kind of stuff. If I'm not making that meal for like let's say it's part of my 2-week thing, but I'm not making it for like 5 days later, then I won't buy it close to time. Because I don't want the tomatoes to go bad, lettuce, you know. And then Sam's, I still got to get, there's a couple of items I got to get, and then some snacks and stuff, but that's it. Okay? But I'll go out there today after my son gets home. This will be ready it's going to be ready probably 6:30. I did put 6 that I was going to come back. No, 5:30. 6 it was going to be ready, but 5:30 I was going to come back so I can give that 30 minutes to work on the barbecue sauce. And then we can shred the pork, you know. And plus I got to go pick up at Walmart too. I forgot to write that. I got to pick up either basic hamburger buns, or I'm thinking about what do you call them? The little buns, the snack size little buns for this, because I forgot to get them. Okay, so let's go. Let's look at this. So now instead of normally when I look at my phone, and you can sometimes hear the video or. Okay, so we are going to go. I'm going to give you the ingredients. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. All right, we're going to need 1 cup of ketchup. 1 cup of ketchup. Okay, and 1/4 cup of cider vinegar. So I will just pull out this. Okay. Let's get the cider vinegar. I pulled out all the seasonings, everything, you know, because I was a little behind. I was. But I forgot to pull out the apple cider vinegar. It just says cider, but it's apple cider. Apple cider. Okay? Cider. Okay. Light brown sugar. It says light or dark, so it doesn't matter. I have some dark, but usually I have dark. There's a recipe made by Rachel Ray. It's like it's almost like a sloppy Joe. It's made with elbow macaroni pasta and some cheese and stuff like that. That's the, and it's a sloppy Joe sauce, so it gives me dark brown sugar, ketchup, and all sorts of different things. That's the only time I really have a recipe that calls me for dark brown sugar. Okay? All right, so I said, let's start out with the roast. Now, it said in the recipe, it says 4. It says a basic butt. Oh, why did I turn it over to this page? I'm telling you 1 cup of ketchup, and I'm pulling. That's why I didn't pull out the vinegar and all that stuff, because I'm not making the sauce yet. Duh. I had turned over the page to show y'all what the barbecue pork looked like, and I was starting to look at that one. Okay. So it says 4 to 5 pounds, and that will make the 4 to 5 pounds will make you 4 to 6 servings. Okay, let me turn this just a little so you can see me. 4 to 6 pounds. Okay, 4 to 5 pounds. If you want to buy a little bit of a bigger one, you can. Just adjust some of your seasonings and stuff. Okay. All right. Now. So where we're going to start, it says, all right, it says take the pork butt, take the gorgeous pork butt, rub it all over with salt, pepper, smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and oregano. It says, massage into your pork aggressively. And no, seriously, get in there. She wants you to get in there aggressively. You know, she's aggressive tutorial lady. You want the seasoning to stick and penetrate that pork. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the pork in here, and then I'm going to sprinkle I'm going to take my one hand, I'm going to sprinkle the seasoning while I take my other hand and rub it around and turn it. And, you know, I may just do one whole side right here and then flip it, you know, however. But just, you know, aggressively get that seasoning in there, that salt and pepper, smoked paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder, and oregano. Now, let's go. So we got the salt and pepper, okay? Okay, we got salt and pepper. I got the garlic powder, onion powder. Okay, got those two. And the oregano. It's called Lighthouse. It's a glass jar. You can find this at Walmart. You can find this at your H-E-B. Probably any grocery store near you, but you can definitely find it at Walmart. I can tell you that. Okay? They're freeze-dried. You got oregano. I've got, let's see what else I got on here. I got oregano, basil, garlic, freeze-dried garlic, and chives. And just checking your seasoning aisle and see what else they got. Okay? I'm not going to say 100% that every single store probably has the freeze-dried lighthouse. Most of them do. I know Walmart does. My HEB does. If you live in Texas somewhere. So, okay? Alrighty. So, it says 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. So we're going to start with those two. Okay? A tablespoon of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. But if it doesn't matter to you, you can just sprinkle it all over, okay? I was going to use my right hand, but I'm going to just go ahead and use my left hand. Okay? It's a nice looking pork. Okay, y'all like to see a look. Oops. You see? Nice pork. Okay? And I've got the plastic baggie in here. Okay. So what I should have done, well, I'm just going to lift up the lids. This one, the onion powder, I have to unscrew the lid. Okay, so let's see. Alrighty. So let's go with the salt. Oh. Tablespoon of salt. So I'm just going to sometimes this wants to stop. I don't know why it wants to act out. Okay. Okay. I'll get some on the bottom when I'm done. The other stuff. Hey. Kind of lot. You could get boneless or bone-in. Okay? It doesn't matter. I got boneless. I got bone-in because that's the best. That I just found a pork butt in the grocery store, and I didn't even pay attention if it was boneless or bone in. I didn't pay attention till just now. I was like, why does it feel like this? I was like, oh, these bones. So, but it's gonna come off easy because it's gonna be 8 hours long. Okay, let's get these all up in here. Okay, now we are going to go for the smoked paprika. 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. So the smoked paprika, the garlic powder, and the onion powder are all 1 teaspoon, and the oregano is half a teaspoon. So I'll just sprinkle some on there, okay? So let me see. Oh, I didn't pull the... All right, here we go. All right. Let's get some of this in here. All right. Probably easier to get it in there when it's boneless, but I don't know. Okay. Now we're going to do the onion powder and garlic powder. They're 1 teaspoon each as well. I just sprinkle some in there. Oops. Oops. Look at me. Oops, 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 oops. It might be a little bit more, but it's okay. Okay. Let's just get some of this. A little bit of salt on the bottom. Get some paprika. So this cup that I pulled out for the ketchup, guys, I am going to leave it there because I'm going to need it later, because I was looking at the barbecue pork roast instead of just the pork roast itself, forgetting that I don't need all that sauce yet. That's till later. And that's going to be cooked in a pan and then put in. Okay? Okay, so putting this bag, I was trying to turn it over and the bag was coming out. All right. So now what's next? Let's see. Okay. So we got an extra step here we got to do. And I thought I was going to leave it in here. I totally forgot. Totally forgot. So what we have to do is you're going to have to get a pan out. Okay? I still got to wipe my stove down from last night. I didn't get it all the way, but I'll get it as soon as I'm done here. Okay? So what's going to happen now is once you get all the seasoning, the salt and pepper, the smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, which I did not. What did I do with the oregano? I'm trying to figure out what I did with the oregano. because I know I didn't put any on there. I don't remember putting any in. There's the paprika, smoked paprika, salt and pepper, garlic salt, onion powder, I mean. Did I put it back? It's right here, I think. Oregano, here it is. Yes, it is. So, let's sprinkle a little bit on here. Let's get it on there. Get it in there aggressively. Okay. Now, the next thing that we are going to do, we're going to take the gourd and we rubbed it all over. Heat the olive oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. Once it's nice and hot, once the olive oil is nice and hot over medium-high heat, then you're going to stick the pork in there and you're going to sear each side 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes until it gets golden colored brown. Golden colored brown, okay, guys? Golden colored brown, okay? Sorry if the YouTube looks a little dark. I got this light on, but it is, I don't know. Let's see if that helps. Let me know if that helps. Okay, and if you're short on time, you can skip this step. Okay? It does not matter. It says, I'm not judging. I've skipped this step before. More times than I can count. And the world doesn't stop turning. It's fine. I promise. Okay? Now, you think, why would you be short on time? It's going to take 8 hours to cook anyways. You got 8 hours. But then you think, okay, I've got 5 minutes. I got to be out the door. And my crock pot's got to be turned on and going. So you got 5 minutes to get the crock pot started, so you don't have time to do the searing part. Now, I'm going to do it just because it's the first time I've done this and I want to see how it tastes. So, normally I would be like, no, I just don't feel like it, but I'm going to. Okay? So, like I told you before, 1 4 to 5 pound boneless or bone-in pork butt, tablespoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, teaspoon of paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and half a teaspoon of dried oregano. 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. This is vegetable oil. I don't know why I pulled out vegetable oil. Okay, but we want okay. Yes, I've got stuff still all over my hands, and I do plan on washing it in just a minute because I was going to pick up the roast with this hand anyways. I'm not gonna get like one of these and try to lift it up. It's heavy. So I'm just gonna use this hand to put it in here once this heats up. So I'll wash it afterwards. Okay? Okay, and once we sear it on each side for 2 to 3 minutes, or until it gets a golden brown color, it's just an extra to give the pork an extra flavor boost. That's basically what it is. So if you didn't know, it's just to give the pork an extra flavor boost, okay? But if you don't have time or you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Okay? Okay, because when that's done, we're going to place our onion. It's onion quarters. Okay? So that's like taking one whole onion and cutting it into half this way and half this way, quarters. Okay? So it's one whole onion. I don't have onion quarters. I have minced onions, so I'm just going to dump some on the bottom just for flavoring. If you don't like onions, but you like the flavorings of onions, like in your meal, like if you're making a pot roast, you may like to cut up big chunks of onions in there and put it around your roast for flavoring, but you don't want to eat the onion. Okay, that's fine too. Okay. So we're going to place our onion quarters and our smashed garlic in the slow cooker. I'll do that while the pork is searing, okay? Now, after you do that, you're going to place your seared or unseared, whichever way you have it. It says once it's done, take out. Wait a minute. It says place your onion corn, pour. Oh, this was after it was done cooking. Okay, guys. Place your onion quarters and smashed garlic in the slow cooker. Now place your seared or unseared pork, no big deal, on top. Pour in your stock covered. Place in your stock covered and set the slow cooker to 8 hours. Trust me, you're going to just want to walk away and let it do its thing. When you come back, it'll be fall apart tender. So, when you do broth, you can do chicken or pork. I mean, chicken or beef. Chicken or beef. Okay, I'm going to do beef. Whichever you want. Because I think of pork as close to chicken, and I think it is close to beef, too. So, you know. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put it on 8. It would help if I turned on the stove so I could preheat the oil. Duh. I've done that before where I've had to boil water. And 10 minutes later, water is not even nowhere near even started to boil. And I wonder why. And then I realized because I didn't turn the stove on. Duh. But remember, it's medium high. That's about an 8 if you're in numbers. Yeah. It's about that way, going towards the high. Okay. And maybe next time I'll not sear it just so I can see the difference or taste the difference. It says pour your stock, cover, and yes, and it says 1 cup. 1 cup. So it said 1 cup. It sure did. Duh. What's the difference? That big one I had out was 4 cups. I only needed 1 cup. This you can broth, it's 1 3/4. I've measured it before. It's 1 3/4. 1/4 away from being 2 cups. So if I only need 1 cup, why open a 4-cup one? So, yeah. Okay. I think it's about ready to go. And all this excess powder seasoning is in the crock pot, so it'll be there when. This is the smaller. I should have took my bigger pan out, but that's over there filled with water from last night's thing I got it. Okay, so once I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. I'm going to move the onions. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to try to get the tongs just to turn and then move it to the crock pot when it's done. So I want to wash my hands because I want to get the onion and the minced garlic. Yeah. Normally you would just put 4 quarters, like take 1 onion, cut it into 4. But if you don't have a whole onion, or you only have a bag of minced onions, just sprinkle some minced onion on the bottom of your crock pot. That's all you have to do. Sprinkle some minced onion on the bottom of your crock pot. That's all. And if, let's say, you just happen to have some, when you make like a fajita, and you have the like when you cut your peppers, your red peppers, onion, green peppers, whatever peppers, into strips. If that's all you have, strips of onions, put them on the bottom too. It doesn't matter. Just want to get some flavor. Get this nice and big one. I mean, if you want to put your pork on a cutting board and massage all the seasonings up in there, put it into your crock pot, do that, and then take it out and put it in your pan after you heat the oil, and then put it back in there, however you want to do it. But just make sure you have a place where you can rub all that seasoning in there. Okay? It's going to take a moment because if you do 2 to 3 minutes, like the book says, for every side, you got the bottom side, you got this side, you got this side, you got this side, so that's the bottom, this side, that's 3, then you got the top, that's 4, the back, that's 5, and you can count it at 6 if you want to count this little bottom in the front. little part in the front. Okay? But you'd have to stand it up to do that. Same with the back, like the butt part back here. You'd have to hold it and stand it straight up. Let's see what we got. Ooh. It's so dark. One side done. I'm just gonna put this right up here so I can don't get it dirty. Oh, my pen. And that light brown sugar I was talking about, that was for the sauce. I know. I know because I turned the page so I can show you what the barbecue pork was going to look like, and then I just started looking at that recipe instead. See if y'all can see. Let me see. See, that's how it wants it kind of look like that. Could be a little less, but it's like that. Okay? Like that. I don't know if you can see it, YouTube, but kind of like that. Okay? Now let's check. I know I haven't checked the whole time. Somebody is on. Nobody is on YouTube. Okay? Nobody is on Facebook either except for my husband. He's in the bedroom. He'll sometimes just come on just to watch. This is going to be so good. Hopefully we have enough for at least like two or three sandwiches. Maybe just two for me, because I don't eat a lot of them. And what can you have on the side? Come on, guys, give me some ideas. Give me some ideas. What can I have on the side? You know, um, when I watched the ladies' video on Facebook, the aggressive tutorial lady, she was also talking about, because a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people do it. They like to put the pulled pork on top of macaroni and cheese. Boxed macaroni and cheese, homemade macaroni and cheese, whatever kind of macaroni and cheese you make. Okay? Macaroni and cheese. Or you could put it on little sliders. Sliders, the little hamburger buns, the little ones, the sliders. Or you can put them on regular size hamburger buns. Or you can mix them in with whatever you want. Come up with something. But the basic a lot of people do is either on top of macaroni and cheese, homemade box, whatever, sliders, on top of regular size hamburger buns, on top of bread as a sandwich if they don't have hamburger buns, something like that. because I forgot to buy the bread. So when I go out this afternoon, I'm going to get the bread. And then I will be back. I should be back on here. I should be back on here at about, I said 5:30 on my post because it was supposed to be ready at 10 to 6. 5:30, come on and spend those 30 minutes before it's done putting together the barbecue sauce. But now that it's 11:07, it's an hour ahead. So it was supposed to be ready at 6, so it might not be ready till 7. So I might not come on till 6:30. But I'll readjust the time on the post according to when I get this started. Okay, I want to come in about 30 minutes before. Okay? Ooh. Some of this done right here. Okay? Almost done. So then all we have left, I was almost forgetting about the onions and the garlic. So 1/4 onion, which I'll just sprinkle some minced onion because that's what I got. 4 cloves of garlic, smashed. 4 cloves of garlic, smashed. So you take 4 cloves of fresh garlic, smash it, peel it, put it in. You don't have to cut it, okay? Okay. I don't have that, so I'm just going to put like maybe a teaspoon or 2. No, it says 4 mashed. So maybe I might put 2 or 3 teaspoons of it because 1 teaspoon is 1 garlic clove. Okay? Okay. All right. There's not much left in here. I've got to look at my list again because I might have checked off that I had onions. I'm out of onions now. So I want to know if I have to get some more onions today for any other recipe. But I'll check that out. Okay. Okay. Now it says put that seared and unseared or unseared, doesn't matter. Let's just make sure it doesn't really matter which way it goes. So let's put some. Next time I shop, I'll probably have to get some more. Just spread it around because you're not going to be able to smash it. Now, if you see a recipe that says smashed garlic and you have this at home, then you might want to just, if it says 4 smashed garlic, just buy 4. Just smash them. You don't have to even cut them. Oh, I got some drippies on the floor. I'll pick it up just a second. Okay. All right, let's get this. And if you still want the two ends on each end, long end, seared a little bit, you can just hold tight, kind of do this, because it's got a little brown from just the heat, so you can, okay, okay, got that. Let's turn it off. I'll probably go, when I'm done here, I'm going to go chill. Let this cool down for a while before I get rid of it because it's oil and grease. So, let that happen. Okay? Now, yes, there is 3 ways to make this. The Easy Breezy Barbecue Pulled Pork is what I'm doing. You've got a teriyaki pork and a black pepper garlic pulled pork. Black pepper garlic pulled pork. Okay? So the black pepper garlic pulled pork, teriyaki pork, and the Easy Breezy Barbecue pulled pork are 3 of them made from this basic pork. Okay? Alrighty. Okay, so now, got it in there. Pour your stock, cover, and set on low for 8 hours. And that's it. That's it, guys. So, I'm just going to close that. So, I'm going to go ahead and I got my, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. All right, let's open. Wipe this can. All right, so now we're going to open the, and I'm just going to dump the rest of it out because it's only 3/4 cups, not even a cup left. Okay, not even a cup left. So let's. Oh, that kind of bubbled. I did not want to get it. Okay, now let's dump it all. And you've got the extra seasoning that I sprinkled over the pork roast at the beginning when I was aggressively getting it in there, okay? And if you have a second hand, like a second person hand, you can have them, if you want to use both hands and aggressively get it in there like this, while somebody else is doing the sprinkling, you can do that too, okay? Or if you sprinkle some in a little container, like a little something for your seasonings, if you don't want to touch the bottle, you know what I mean, okay? Okay. And once you pour all that juice, all the broth, all the oregano comes off, but it's in the juice, so I'll just put a little bit more on top. And I'll mix some into the pork when I shred it. Some oregano. Yeah. Okay? All right. So I said that was it, right? Let me make double sure that I got everything. Pour in your stock, cover, set low, 8 hours. Trust me, you just want to walk away and let it do its thing. Okay. So where? Oh, I'm trying to remember where I put the lid. Okay, if you have these little things, don't lock them. That's best for when traveling, not when cooking. Okay, so turn it on. Let's get it onto. Oh, I keep turning it on and off. I kept wondering why the high temperature kept going up and not going to low. Because instead of pressing temperature, I was pressing on and off. Duh. Low. Hours. 8. All right, there we go. So, real quick, I will show you. There's your seared pork. There's got about a cup of broth in there. So, there you go. Okay. Same thing for you, YouTube. See? It's got a cup of broth in there. Okay. So we'll either have the sliders, the regular sandwiches, or macaroni, and then some. Like if we have macaroni, it's just going to be macaroni. But if we have like the sliders or the hamburgers or the big size hamburgers, we'll have some French fries with it. Did I buy French fries? No, I don't think I bought French fries. I bought 2 bags of tater tots. One for my tater tot bowl. And the other one. Faster than takeout orange chicken. Nope. Oh, here it is. I was looking for 2 tater tot recipes, but I was looking for them in separate places, but they were one right after the other. Taco potato tot casserole and taco tot bowls. I don't know. I'm gonna look around here and see if I need to change anything around. Since I wasn't able to make the easy, not the easy breezy, the one pot creamy beef and no, that's not it either. The faster than takeout orange chicken. What I may do is make either the taco potato tot casserole or the taco tot bowls. One of those, and then make the easy chicken one in between those 2 days. Because both of the other ones are going to be ground beef. So, and the taco potato tot only needs 1 pound, but the taco tot bowls say they need 2 pounds. So I don't know. We'll see. So I'll probably do the easier than takeout orange chicken. That'll be made with white rice. I'll do that in between the tater tots recipes. Yeah, I'll do it like that. Yeah. We'll just do it like that. Okay, guys? All right, so since it's already going, It's about 11:21, so I'll go with 11:20 because we started it about a minute or two ago. 7:20, 7:20 at night is when 8 hours will be up. Sorry guys, got a little behind because I got up a little late and then I was trying to get all the ingredients together and I was trying to set it up, so it's okay. But 7:20, so about 7 o'clock, and I'll put that on the So if you see this, it'll be about 7 o'clock, and I will change that on my thing. Okay, I'll come on here about 7 o'clock and start making the barbecue sauce. And I could have just got a bottle of barbecue sauce, which I did, but that's see, I already have. This is what I had left. So I bought another bottle, but then I was gonna make it because I had everything for this recipe, for this barbecue sauce, to catch up the Dijon mustard, you know, let's see, whatever else, ketchup and everything. I have it all, so I really didn't need to buy for this. But anyways, yeah, we'll come back at 7 o'clock, and I will make the barbecue sauce on here and show y'all and show y'all. And I'll shred the pork and then put it together and see how it tastes, and we'll go from there. All right? All right, so I'm going to end this way and all lives, and then I'll be back here at around 7 o'clock. All right? Appreciate you if you came on here at all for any moment. Hopefully you're watching the replay before tonight, and I appreciate you if you are. Okay? And if you're watching this after I had already done the second part as well, just go watch the second one after you're done with this one, and I still appreciate you. All right? Stay positive, do your thing, have a good and wonderful day, have a great afternoon, have a great Tuesday, have a great day at work, whatever your plans are today, have a great day. And, if you're having a bad day, a frustrating day, I'm here for you if you need me. My couple of days have been just stressed out. I've been, not feeling the best, in pain, just stuff. So it happens. We have those kind of days. Some days I just need to be left alone. Don't call me. Don't talk to me. Just let me lay in bed all day and just do nothing. Sometimes I need that to clear my mind. We all do. All right? So, and I want you guys to know that I love you guys very much. And comment below what you're having for dinner tonight. All right? All right. So, I'll be back here around 7 o'clock to show y'all how to put the sauce together and show you shredding the pork. Okay? And depending on how long the fries or whatever it is I take, I may already have them in when I come on, or I may just get them into the oven as we are coming on. So while I'm doing the sauce, shredding the pork, the fries or whatever else I'm doing can be in the oven, okay? We'll see. Because I'm thinking I got to go to Sam's today, so I'm thinking of getting, I've been thinking about it last night, I think I thought about it this morning, but if you know me well enough, you'll know that sometimes my brain gets all clogged and messed up, and I can't even think of the name of something that's supposed to be. Like one day I was trying to talk about my dog's leash around the neck, Brownie, and I couldn't even think it was called a leash. That's where my brain gets clogged. So what I was going to say was, Chick-fil-A fries. The Chick-fil-A fries. Maybe get a bag of them. Because I got 2 bags of tater tots, but I've got 2 tater tot meals. So I'll probably get because the first time we went to Walmart before our meal got messed up at the register and we couldn't pay it. Well, we could, but there was an issue. But anyways, we didn't see at Walmart. We didn't see 2-pound bags this day, so all we saw was a huge 5-pound bag. So I said, okay, I'll get the 5-pound bag. I'll use 2 pounds for one meal, 2 pounds for another, and we'll have 1 pound left, and we'll just use leftovers to eat with some nuggets or something. That was the plan. But then when we went to HEB, we did see 2-pound bags, in the good brand, so we bought 2 of those. And I didn't think about getting another bag of fries, but when I go to Sam's, I might get Chick-fil-A fries. The Chick-fil-A fries. Get a bag of those because I can get them at Sam's. I think you can get them at a regular grocery store too, but sometimes you can't find them. Sometimes you can. But you can definitely find the big bag of them, the Sam's brand. Also, the chicken bites from Sam's, chicken bites, and then those same fries, Chick-fil-A fries at there. So I'll get that there. So that may be what we'll have with it tonight. I might have a little bit of those and then maybe make a box of macaroni. I may do that. You never know. I come up with things last minute. It could be some of them fries. It could be add a little bit of macaroni and cheese. Or maybe it might be just macaroni and cheese or just the fries. We'll see. All right? And I'll come back later. When I come back, all this will be cleaned up. The dishes in the sink, the stove, everything. This will be done too. I'm going to let it completely cool and then come back and wash. Okay? All right, so I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good rest of your day. I love you guys. And have a good afternoon. Bye, YouTube.